Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're talking about the marvellous Ibanez CS9. Show 'em, Dan.
Ah,
isn't it lovely?
Isn't it purple?
So you're probably aware of the absolutely classic tube screamer style Ibanez design, and this harkens from that kind of classic period.
Less knobs,
fewer knobs. So the Ibanez CS9 is a stereo chorus pedal. It's two knobs, so it's just very simple to use, which I think is quite important for modulations.
Two knobs is always easier to handle than three.
I think it helps with the decision making.
Definitely.
So it's got speed and width, and you've obviously heard chorus on some of the classic tracks.
Oh yeah. What springs to mind for you, Jake?
Oh crap. Prince's Purple Rain.
Yep.
Colour of this, you know.
I believe that was an old Roland stereo chorus.
Oh really?
My go-to ones for chorus are Come As You Are, Nirvana.
Is that chorus?
That is
cool.
That's a small clone, I believe.
Electro Harmonics.
Yeah, Electro Harmonics. Eric Johnson's Clean Sound. I mean,
yeah.
Oh,
that's like a studio chorus. It must be. It can't be a pedal.
I believe it's a TC Electronics.
Oh.
The old black.
Oh right.
Yeah, stereo chorus flanger. Chorus is the sound of the 80s, would we say?
I reckon 80s into 90s was when the chorus had its moment, and it was on, you know, all the way from really subtle effects on lead playing to kind of stereo width stuff, and you know, the Dan Huff, Steve Lukather thing.
Oh, yeah.
I assume they're using choruses for some of those classic leads.
Yeah.
To sort of more obvious stuff. There's like, you know, the Nirvana thing, also the John Scofield thing where it's on.
You'd love a bit of John Scofield.
Can't get
the
enough.
wibbly wobbly.
So, I've been a guitar player for many years, and I've never really sort of bothered to learn exactly what a chorus is. I just know it from a sort of sound profile.
I don't think you need to, but yeah.
Like a wet, you know, sort of shimmery, spacious,
watery, liquidy chorus.
But you're much better at this stuff than I am, so could you please just...
Debatable, yes.
Yeah, for our viewers, could you go into what a chorus does?
Okay, so a chorus achieves what it achieves by taking the dry signal, splitting it off. Either, I believe you can do it in one or two or even more, and then delaying the signal, pitch modulating it, and then the pitch modulation is controlled by an LFO, which gives it the wavy, chorusy, watery goodness. I could be completely wrong.
That's beautifully described. What is the difference between like a chorus and a flanger, for those who don't know?
I believe the only difference is that the delay time is different. I think it's slower on a flanger, which gives it more of that like metallic sweep. I think.
I don't know.
Google that.
This is why we got Dan here. Research Dan reads the manual, see? So what are your first impressions about this pedal, plugging it in?
It is gorgeous.
It's a nice pedal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a nice chorus. And the stereo works really well. And again, I think it's important for me to say that I usually have them in the loop.
Yep.
But you can have them in front for certain sounds if you want it to break up a little bit.
100%. And I think, considering before today, I don't think you'd ever plug this in stereo.
No, I hadn't. I loved it.
What was your reaction plugging it in stereo versus mono?
Well, mono sounds good, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to be using mono unless you've got some sort of ridiculous rig. Yeah, like a Bradshaw 80s mega rig. But no, I thought it just sounded so great. I can't wait to use it on more recordings, actually.
Absolutely. I think a brief thing we should touch on is, do you think chorus is a dated sound?
But yes, but it doesn't matter.
No,
because
absolutely not.
you know, if you you can use that to your advantage. You can say like, the whole synthwave thing.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
you use it on all sorts of other sounds.
Yeah.
But it does call back to the 80s, and you kind of just have to know that you're doing that.
Yeah, the only reason I mention it is because I've noticed over the last like 3 years, it's definitely coming back big.
You can use it in a really subtle way as well. If you're just blending it a little bit parallel to your signal. I think I've seen some Chris Lord Algae videos where he talks about using parallel modulation. I think this was Flanger on a Muse record, and it just a little bit, imperceptible amount, just helps things cut through a bit. It gives them a bit of movement and dimension. And do you know what my problem with some of the more complicated choruses is that I keep tweaking and I don't know if it's right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not that kind of player who needs ultimate tweakability for a chorus.
You're more of a limited amount of knobs.
Yeah, so with this I'm going, okay, now I'm there. And it's very rare, it's exceptionally rare that I'm ever, you know, going, oh, I wish it was a bit different.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And on a gig, this one as well, you know, if you want to, you can get multiple sounds out of it, 2 knobs, just lean down. Personally, don't use a lot of chorus, but only because every time I do it, it takes me to a certain place. If I want to go to that place,
I want to go to that place.
Yeah, I do too.
Let's go to that place.
Let's go to that place. Is it out there?
Any other important features about this? I mean, it's quite a nice colour, and I think that's important, because if you're going to post your pedal board on Instagram, you don't want any rubbish colours.
What colour would you say this is? I think it's almost like Parma Violet.
Parma Violets, yeah.
Powered by battery or standard 9V?
Yeah, powered by battery or standard 9V.
Mono or stereo?
Mono or stereo, both are fine, you know. I don't know when this one was made, actually.
It looks like it's
been around
some time.
Yeah, it's been around a bit, but that's kind of, if it's a chorus pedal, you want it to have been around for a while.
If you like this demo, I do believe that Ibanez about 2 or 3 years ago released a mini version of this.
Ah, yeah, they did.
Analog chorus. I think it's only mono. I imagine the circuitry is slightly different, but if you want to get that vibe, I mean, not being funny, I think there's only so many ways you can make an analog chorus. We hope you've enjoyed this little look at our purple buddy here, and we would like to say goodbye now from beautiful Dover seafront. You can hear the traffic in the background.
The waves lapping against the shore.
The chorusy waves.
And yeah, please, if you enjoyed it, subscribe and leave a comment and all that stuff. So thanks for joining us, and until next time.
The two definitely have some crossover. I believe chorusing is achieved by... the thing is, I know you're going to do the dream team.
No.
So it's really put me off.